What's up? What's up, my favorite entrepreneurs? How are you today? Oh my goodness, it's so windy here. I thought I was going to blow away. Tell me how the weather is where you are tuning in from. Oh my, I've got so much to talk to you about today. So, we're going to talk about getting it done, simply getting started. How about you? Do you have a problem as an entrepreneur? Simply getting started. Are you putting things off? Are you like, oh man, I'm going to just do it another day? How is it going for you? What are your thoughts on that? Or are you very organized? Like if you say you're going to do something, do you do it? So which one is you? Sometimes as entrepreneurs, because we don't have, hey guys, say who you are. It just says Facebook user on Facebook. So, when we're entrepreneurs, we don't have to clock in. We don't have anyone breathing down our neck. It's up to us, right? And sometimes when we leave it up to ourselves and we don't have that other person saying, you got to go do it, it's harder. I don't know. Do you guys feel like that? So I've been an entrepreneur for 30 years, guys, right? So I've been through so many different stages in my life, right? And so I want to give you some tips of what's worked for me and what I've seen, help others just to get started. Okay. But first, we have to identify why you're not getting started. Okay. Grab a pen. Look at my pen. Is that fun? Grab a pen and grab a piece of paper. Okay. So listen, these are some of the reasons why entrepreneurs just don't get started. Which one sounds like you? Okay. Here's a doozy. Well, do you have a fear of, not doing well, not being successful? And sometimes if we have a fear of failure, guess what? We sabotage ourselves because we keep telling ourselves, well, it's not going to work anyway. Why should I complete it? We actually self-sabotage because we have a fear of failure. Does that sound like you? How about this one? Maybe we don't feel worthy. Like, I've suffered from this all my life, not feeling worthy. Well, get this. Sometimes because we don't feel worthy, again, we self-sabotage. We tell ourselves there's no reason to finish the project. It's not going to work out anyway. Who am I to be successful? Who am I to be an entrepreneur? So, fear of failure, not feeling worthy. Can you believe it? I mean, these are some deep things, right? That can affect you getting started. Okay. How about this? It's just too much. It's too much. You just don't know where to start. Maybe it's tech. Maybe tech is like really just tripping you up. Okay. Let me tell you something. I know that a lot of people will tell you in order to have a successful business online, you've got to have a website. I'm here to tell you, I still don't have a website. Okay. My first course I launched and I did $20,000 and no website. Like I said, I still don't have a website. As Big Daddy calls me, the bootleg mama, I figured out a way to do this. And you can too. So if you're letting not having a website hold you back, stop it, stop it, stop it. You do not need to have a website. Okay. So I want you to just say, okay, that's good. A relief off of my shoulders. Okay, good. All right. Or maybe you're not confident in explaining the benefits of your product. If we were trapped in an elevator for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and I said, hey, my name's Erica. What's your name? And then you said, my name's Sally. And I said, oh, Sally, nice to meet you. I hope we get out of here. Okay. What do you do? And would you be like, oh, I've got this fancy water. Yeah, you might like it. I don't know. I'm not trying to sell it to you, but a lot of people buy blah, 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 blah. Would it be clear what you do? Because now I'm like, this person does not have confidence. I will buy from somebody with confidence. You could have told me you just started selling this, right? But you were confident when you said, hey, you know what? I'm just going to be, clear with this. I just started selling this water. And all I know is that it hydrates people. And it's like $9.99 and a money back guarantee. I'd probably buy it from you because you were honest with me. And you said it with conviction. See, guys, you don't need to have all the answers, okay? Nobody has all the answers. But you want to just stand tall about it and just be honest. Or maybe it's this big one that most of the time when people come to me, this is their biggest thing. The money. Yes. Now, this is the M word, as in money. Yes. Don't want to bring it up. Is this the case? So you're like, yes, I've got the best water. Yes. And you talk all about it. You vomit all this information about your water on the person, and they're all excited and they're reaching for their credit card and they're waiting for you to say it's $19.99, but you don't. Instead, you say, let me know. Just let me know if you want some. And now they're like looking at you like you are crazy. I was ready to give you money. I thought it was going to be $39. I was ready to pay for that water, but you never told me how much it was. So that could be why you're not getting started, is because you know that if you talk about your product or service, eventually you're going to have to say how much it costs. Let me know in the chat. I'm streaming to a couple different places. Where are you at on this? Which one of these resonate with you or none? Maybe none of them did, okay? So I'm just giving you some examples of why an entrepreneur might have a hard time getting started. So let's identify why you're not getting started, and then let's do some tips on how you can do it, okay? One more reason is you're not sure what to start with. Okay. And if that's the case, you're not sure where to start, I want you to start with the end in mind. I know it sounds a little crazy, but I want you to start with the end in mind. Kind of like when you're baking a cake, right? You do start with the end in mind, don't you? Because you're going to decide the shape, right? So if you're going to pour it into a round pan or a rectangle, or I don't know, some funny looking shape. I don't know. I'm not really a baker. I'll eat the cake. You get the idea. You've made the decision of what it's going to look like and the outcome before you mixed in the flour and the eggs and the vanilla. I think that's what goes in the cake. All right. So we have food allergies here, so we don't bake too often. So anyway, you get the idea, don't you? Okay. So I want you to start with the end in mind. So write down on a piece of paper, what is it that you want to accomplish in the next 7 days? In the next 7 days, what do you want to accomplish? Do you want 17 more clients? Are you in a business where you enroll people? Do you want 27 people that are now enrolled? Do you simply just want to get your office organized and you're like, I can't be making money right now because I can't even find anything? Do you need to get organized? Do you use the blessing method? Do you need to create a survey? Do you need to create a feedback form? Do you need to edit your social media so you can show up like the professional? In the next 7 days, what do you want to accomplish? Okay. Tell me, chat. Tell me in the chat. Okay. Let's see. All right. You want to get your survey done. Okay. Awesome. So if you want to get your survey done in the next 7 days, you're going to write survey and we're going to go backwards. So then what do you need to do? Well, you need to come up with your questions, right? And if you've taken my Surveys to Sell course, you know how we do that. We do our index cards. And the only way you can write those questions is if you know the benefits of your product or service. Okay. So if you want to write the survey, you need your index cards. So write down index cards. Write down index cards, right? Okay. What do we need to do before the index cards? We need to know our benefits of our products so that we can craft our questions, right? Hint, guys, the answer to every survey question is your product or service, right? Okay, awesome. So that's how you're going to work backwards. All right, Blanca, hello. She wants 3 new team members. Okay, so how are you going to get those 3 new team members? Okay, well, the way I would do it is every time I write a survey, there's a thing on there, right? Ask them about it. So I'd have a presentation with some people. And at the end, I would tell them how they could get started, right? And if they chose not to get started, then I offer them to enter to win this special box, right? It's like a subscription box, right? By filling out a survey. And then there's a video in there and it gives them a little more information. I would also then, Blanca, go back through your past surveys if you've done them and go back and see who did not join. It would be easy if you use Google Sheets and you can color code, okay? If I color code, the green is that they bought. If they become a, enrollee, I turn them to purple, right? So whoever's green, well, let's see what we can do to change them to purple, right? So you want to just have a little chit chat with them and just simply explain why you're reaching out to them. Okay. So I did my team building differently. I went from 0 to like 120 people, and I did it by never interviewing anybody, by just asking them two questions. They wanted to make money or they wanted to save money. And based on that, I just explained how they got started and then said, do you want to do it? That's how I did it. I kept it very simple, and you can too. You can too. All right, someone else, give me something that you want to get started in the next, or accomplish rather, in the next 7 days. What do you want to do in the next 7 days in your business? What do you want to do in the next 7 days? Okay. So maybe you have been putting off creating your Facebook page. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say you don't even need a Facebook page. Nobody's going to see it. Well, I kind of feel differently about that. Why? Well, I'm broadcasting my Facebook page right now. Why is that important? Well, if you like the content, share it out, right? You can't share from the group. So where else are you going to share it from? Okay. That little simple thing of your page, use StreamYard like I am, stream to different places. I'm on YouTube. I'm on my group, Business Talk for Sales, and I'm on page right now. Okay. Well, you're being strategic with your time. And now people can share it out. They can share it from YouTube. They can share it from the page. Okay. So maybe you just didn't make a page. You can literally make a page in less than 10 minutes. Maybe you don't have a group where you are, showing up live and explaining your products or service. So if you are repping for another brand, I teach attraction marketing, right? So if you've got a great vitamin line or protein shakes or something like that, right? That would all be done in your private group. But maybe you don't have one. It's super important to have it. Why? Because you want to show people before and afters. You want people to see testimonials, okay? So maybe you haven't created your group. Again, 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes, make your group. You don't need 7 days to do that. Give me something else. What do you want to accomplish in the next 7 days? Okay, hold on. Okay, $1,000 in sales. All right, okay, so that's easy. So what you have to do is find out what is your average sale per person. So if your average sale per person is $200, right? Average sale, one person, $200. How many people would you need to sell to make $1,000? There you go. Very simple, right? Okay, so you need to know your numbers. If you don't know your average sale per person, I got to tell you something. I'm sorry. Like your big sister here. I got to tell you, if you don't know your numbers, how can you possibly grow? How will you know if you're doing better than you were last quarter? What if you just assumed that your average sale per person was $200? But when you looked at the numbers, it was actually $50 per person. Oh, you know what that means? We got a pothole, right? We got a pothole. A pothole is an area that's costing us money. I'm a sales strategist. So I look for areas that we can increase our sales. Oftentimes people are celebrating, I got this sale, I got a new client, but they forgot 10 people did not sign up. Again, if your average sale is $200 per person and 10 people didn't sign up, whoa, look how much money's missing from your bank account, right? So know your numbers, know your numbers. So the simplest way, like I said, is to start with the end in mind. Okay, you want 3 team members? What do you need to do? What are the next 3 things that you need to do today to make that happen? Let's say that you want to increase your sales and you want $1,000. Okay, do your math. What's your average sale per person? Okay, great. How many people do you need to sell $200 to in order to equal the 1,000? Very simple, guys. So being an entrepreneur, like I said, it's hard because you don't have that person to say, just go do it. We rely on ourselves. And oftentimes we rely on emotion. Is it sunny out? Did I have a great day? Did the scale have a good number on it? Those are not reasons, okay, for you to just say, I'm going to work today. I want you to think about something before I go. You know my blessing method, right? It's all about serving. It's all about making people in your space feel important, right? Honored and worthy. If you are only going to work when you feel good, well, how are you going to impact others? Don't they deserve for you to show up? If someone just purchased from you and it's time for them to have a checkup appointment, but you're not having a good day that day, is it fair to your client? I want you to think about that, okay? Don't rely on emotion. Simply rely on systematic steps, right? So the blessing method is 5 steps. Attract people to you, right? Pre-qualify them through a survey. Find out what they are interested in. Present. Present only what they're interested in. Get 5 strategic referrals through the blessing of the gift cards. And then you retain these clients with automation and retention. It's 5 steps. So I wake up every day, regardless of what number is on the scale, regardless of anything, right? Regardless of if my hair looks good. Hold on, I'm sorry. My daughter is giving me a note. This is a mompreneur. What does this say? I'm mad Olivia had all the chocolate hearts with ice cream and I can't have them. Oh, okay. So she's upset. Could you say hello to everybody, Grace? Grace, come up here. See, I was telling you don't want. Oh, sorry, babe. Oh, sorry. Okay, tell them hi. Tell them about your hair. You don't want to tell them you're just too upset about chocolate hearts? I'm sorry. I know chocolate's important, but we can't be upset about chocolate. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Do you love her Batman shirt? Yeah, isn't that cute? Do you love her Batman shirt? See, girls can wear whatever they want, right? That's right. Okay. Now I've totally lost my train of thought because I'm getting notes about chocolate, but that's just what happens here because nobody thinks I work, right? Do you think I work? Oh, okay. I'm working right now. Okay, but you still interrupted me. Okay, anyway, sorry guys. Okay, so I totally lost my train of thought, but I'm a mom and this is just what happens. So my 5-step blessing method. It's a systematic approach. So every single day what you're going to do, regardless if you're in a good mood or not. So if you don't have a system, utilize the blessing method or create your own. What are you going to do every single day? Every single day, I'm attracting people to me. Every single day, I'm sending out surveys. Every single day, I'm presenting. Every single day, I get referrals. Every single day, automation is running in the background and I'm retaining clients. What about you? What about you? Are you doing the same thing? So I want to ask you guys a question. I show up because I love you, right? I'd love to get some feedback. I give a lot of free trainings, and I want to know, where's your heart at? Where's your heart at? What do you need more of? Okay. So I'm going to put a little feedback for them in the comments, and I would appreciate it if you would provide some feedback. Of course, I have something for you. Enter to win a trip. Yes, a trip, 4 days, 3 nights. Okay. Or you can have an hour session with me, and I'm going to do the drawing on the 28th. Okay. So if you would just provide some feedback for me, it will let me know where your heart is, what you need more of. And if you want to get started with any of my programs, I'll have some links in there and some bonuses. Actually, when you take a look at it, Sales School does not come with surveys to sell. Well, it does in that feedback form in case you're ready. If you're not, there's no purchase necessary. Like I said, I want to know where your heart is so that I can show up and I can serve you best. Okay. Now I need to go handle the chocolate heart saga. So I hope that you guys have a fabulous evening and I can't wait to hear your feedback and I can't wait to hear from you. DM me and let me know. Did you get started? Did you get your cute little patootie in gear? And did you do the things that you say you want to do in the next 7 days? Let me be your cheerleader. Okay. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, you're welcome, Blanca. Bye, guys.